Imagine countries disappearing, not due to war or disaster, but simply ceasing to exist. One day a country exists, the next it's gone, revealing Earth's fragile interconnectedness. First, the United States disappears, shocking the global economy. Markets collapse, dollar loses dominance, Google and Apple fade, breaking power balance. Next, China vanishes, disrupting supply chains and halting manufacturing. Cities fall silent, energy collapses, networks fail, sparking panic. Europe follows, governments struggle, borders vanish, economies crumble. Financial systems shut down, services fail, landmarks fade, stripping heritage. Major powers gone, smaller countries face ripples, blocked trade, humanitarian crises. Food shortages spread, health collapses, resources mismanaged, damaging environment. Yet, the planet adapts unexpectedly, showing humanity's resilience. Communities rebuild, innovate governance and collaboration as technology evolves. This teaches the fragility and interconnectedness of global society. What if our country disappeared tomorrow? How would we adapt? What survive? But what if the most important part of this story hasn't been told yet? Because what happens next will affect not just countries, but your job, your money, and your future. While the world focuses on major powers like the United States, China, and Europe, the rest of the planet is quietly approaching a breaking point. In many regions, populations are growing faster than food, water, and energy systems can support. Megacities expand rapidly, but infrastructure struggles to keep up. This creates pressure, instability, and waves of migration. At the same time, global supply chains are becoming increasingly fragile. A single disruption can now affect prices, jobs, and access to basic goods around the world. Technology is accelerating these changes even further. Artificial intelligence is replacing millions of jobs. Automation is reshaping entire industries, and countries that fail to adapt risk falling behind permanently. This is no longer a crisis of borders or politics. It is a test of global resilience. The world is not collapsing, it is transforming. And the question is no longer what will happen, but who will be ready when it does? Beyond the headlines that grab our attention, countries losing power inflict hidden costs, profoundly impacting the lives of ordinary citizens in unexpected ways. The first signs often appear as soaring prices for essentials like groceries and fuel, making everyday necessities increasingly unaffordable for families trying to get by. Job losses follow closely, as industries falter and factories stand empty and silent, leaving countless individuals without livelihoods and stable income. Banks become unstable, and national currencies devalue rapidly, eroding life savings built over years and shattering financial security for many. In response, governments often tighten their grip, implementing increased surveillance and restrictions on their populace to maintain control amid the chaos. This leads to a significant reduction in personal freedoms, as citizens face limitations on their movements and expressions in everyday life. And the real question is not which country survives this transformation, but whether ordinary people are prepared for what comes next. We've seen powerful nations vanish, economies collapse, and the systems we relied on crumble before our eyes. But the real shock isn't on the map. It's in our lives. Jobs vanish, prices skyrocket, communities are tested like never before. Technology evolves faster than we can adapt. Resources dwindle, and the world is changing whether we're ready or not. History shows us every collapse creates both chaos and opportunity. Those who understand change early are the ones who thrive. The future doesn't belong to the strongest nations. It belongs to people who adapt faster than the world around them. So the question isn't what will happen next. The question is, what will you do if everything you knew changed tomorrow?